My mom told me to forgive my sister after she emptied my bank account. It sounds unreal, but it happened 3 months ago. I had been saving for years. Side jobs, overtime shifts, cutting back on coffee runs, all to build a small emergency fund. Around $8,700 sat in that account. It wasn't much, but it was mine. My sister, Mia, was always the troubled one. Job hopping, constant drama, dating people who drained her dry. I'd helped her before, paid her rent once, covered her car insurance another time, but this time she didn't ask. I noticed the missing money when my rent payment bounced. I thought it was a glitch until I saw 3 massive withdrawals in my statement, all transferred to Mia's account. I called her immediately. "Mia, why did you take my money?" She acted confused. "What are you talking about?" I sent screenshots. 10 seconds later, she hung up. The next day, she blocked me on everything. When I told Mom, she sighed like I was being dramatic. "She needed help, honey. She said she was going to pay it back." Without asking me, I shot back. "She stole from." Mom's voice softened. "Family forgives. Don't let money come between you." That sentence burned in my head for days. Every time I thought about it, my chest tightened. Weeks passed. Mia kept posting selfies with her new boyfriend. Vacations, fancy dinners, even a new phone. Meanwhile, I was borrowing from my coworkers just to make rent. I realized forgiveness wasn't peace. It was permission. She thought she'd gotten away with it until tax season came. Mia had used my personal info for a side gig application months earlier. That company had her pay info, address, and tax ID tied to my name. One phone call to the IRS fraud line, and they connected the dots. A month later, she called me sobbing. "They froze my account. I can't access my money." I stayed quiet. Did you do this?" she cried. "You stole my savings." I said flatly. "Now you can explain your side to them." She started screaming about how family doesn't betray family. "No," I replied. "Family doesn't steal." Mom tried to guilt trip me again, but I didn't budge. "You told me to forgive her," I said. So I did. I forgave her, but I didn't forget. The silence on the other end said everything. Now Mia's working double shifts to pay off debt she created under my name. I rebuilt my savings quietly, this time in a separate digital account under a different bank. And here's the part no one knows. Before cutting ties, I found out she'd also taken money from my cousin and lied to my aunt about needing medical treatment. Everyone defended her, like always. So I sent them proof. Screenshots, statements, everything. They stopped replying to her completely. She wasn't just exposed, she was erased. The family group chat that once adored her went silent. No birthday wishes, no sympathy texts. Only one message remained at the top: "Don't contact me again." Now every time she posts about how family turned their back on her, I almost feel bad. Almost. Because karma didn't just come knocking, it stayed for dinner. She lost her apartment, her boyfriend left, and she ended up living back with Mom, the same woman who told me to forgive. Funny how forgiveness feels different when it's her fridge being emptied, not mine. Sometimes I think about calling her just to see how she's doing, but then I remember that moment, her voice pretending innocence while my bank account hit 0. I remember Mom saying she'll do better next time, when there had been dozens of next times before. Some people don't change until everything they touch crumbles. I stopped being her safety net, and she finally hit the ground. I don't hate her anymore. I just hope she learned what it feels like when trust is gone for good. Because forgiveness without consequences isn't love, it's weakness. And I'm done being weak.